Hey guys, so I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to set up the slime. Before we get started, make sure that you're using Poyomi 8.1.155 or newer. This guide is also going to include the Avatar 3.0 Manager. I highly recommend having that as it does save a lot of time and cut a lot of the tedious steps out. If you do not have 3.0 Manager, one of the ways to get it is by migrating your package over to the Creator Companion and then going over to the curated packages. It's available on the side right here. Alright, now we're going to get started. For importing your packages into Unity, simply go up to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package. The Poyomi version that I have here is the free version. Again, if you have 8.1.155 or newer, you can just use that. And if you do have it already installed, skip importing Poyomi and go straight into importing the slime package. After importing the slime package, you'll be notified that there's Meccano assets in your asset folder. If you're having difficulties locating the prefab, simply go to Assets. As you can see here, the Meccano asset folder is located at the base. So now that we click on Meccano assets, we can click on slime, and here's the prefab. Once you have the prefab, simply drag and drop it onto your avatar. Another alternative is you can simply line it up with other game objects that are already listed in your hierarchy. After dragging it onto your avatar, right click on the prefab and unpack. You're going to want to go ahead and expand your armature to expose your head, wrists, left and right. Now go ahead and expand the slime. And then the move these delete to after, you're going to want to expand as well. Take spring R and target place R and move it to your right wrist. Take spring L and place L and move it to your left wrist. If you want to move these and adjust them, simply click on the place or spring and move it along to position it appropriately for your avatar. If your avatar is in the T-pose position, you'll notice that the spring L and target L, as well as the right variations, do not line up with your avatar. Simply slide in the T-pose target into your hierarchy. This does not need to be attached to your avatar whatsoever. You're going to expand these. Click on the prefab, go to transform, copy component, and then go to the one that's attached to your avatar. Once again, transform, and now we're going to paste the component. This will adjust all the transform for the targets on your avatar to match up with the T-pose. Once the spring and target place look appropriate for your avatar's position or pose, simply adjust them to line up properly with your avatar. Once they have been positioned properly, go ahead and drag the targets onto the wrist. Now that they have properly been placed, you can proceed as normal. Next up, we're going to do our constraint settings. Select your face target, drag and drop the head into one of the sources, and set the value to 1. After you set the value to 1, make sure your constraint settings are expanded so you can change the offsets to 0. This will move the game object to the base of your head bone. I like to position mine right in front of the nose but slightly lower so it looks like the slime is looking at my face. If you want it to look you in the eyes, you can simply go to your VRC descriptor, locate the view position, and then when you hit edit, it will have a little ball that shows right there. Then you can simply move your target to match up with that. Once it's lined up, you're good to go. After you're set up on your position, Go back to your face target, lock your settings, and then we can move on to your follow target. Motion set to follower target, so it's already set and already configured. Particles are already referencing the prefab, so we're going to come up to here. So on follower target, locate your armature, drag and drop it, and if you want to change its position, simply unlock it and then move it around, such as this. Once you're happy with its position, you can lock it again, and then we can move. Next up, we're going to go ahead and set up our parameters, our layers, and our menu. So to set up your parameters, go to your VR Labs Avatar 3.0 Manager. After that window is brought up, go ahead and drag and drop your avatar as the avatar target. Go to your FX layer, and as you can see here, I have the controller video demo. In the video demo, there's no parameters, no layers. So we're going to hit add animator to merge. Select the target as slime animator. After you've selected slime animator, scroll down, merge on current. You can see that it transferred over all your layers and the parameters needed for the avatar. Now we're going to go over to parameters for our menu expressions. Go to parameters to copy, type in slime. If the copy parameters button is grayed out, it's because your expression parameters plus the slime parameters exceeds the total limit of 256. The only way to fix this is actually by deleting some of the parameters. When you're going through and consolidating your parameters, make sure that you check your layer and parameters on your animator, as deleting some of these parameters may actually reduce the features that are available on your avatar. And then after you've copied those parameters, the last thing we need to do before testing the avatar is add it to the menu. Click on your avatar, scroll down your descriptor until you find expressions. I'm going to go ahead and click on that so it highlights it in the project window. After selecting it in the project window, you can add a control, label it whatever you like. I will do Slime Boyo. And then you go ahead and set the icon to the main icon. Then go to submenu and set it to Slime Main. After you've set it to Slime Main, go ahead and save and get ready for testing. Now to test your avatar to make sure that the Slime Boyo is working and functioning properly, you're going to want to add Gesture Manager to your scene. To add the Gesture Manager to the scene, simply go up to Tools and select your Gesture Manager emulator. After that's been added, it'll automatically select what has the animator in your scene. Go ahead and hit play. Select Gesture Manager and toggle it on. Initially, he'll be in play mode between 66 and 100%, and he'll be staring at your face. Go ahead and switch it into follower mode to make sure that he is following appropriately. And if he follows appropriately and moves back into position, go ahead and go into spring. Now in spring mode, you're going to want to test each hand to make sure that they are placed correctly. So we're going to go to the left, do the finger gun, works perfectly fine. That's the right hand, works perfectly fine. And then we're going to test both. And it's good to go. Now that we have all that set up, we can exit play mode and proceed as normal to upload. Anyways guys, I hope that helps you out with setting up your Slime Boyo on your avatar. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me at makatoyasha@gmail.com. or leave a comment down below. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.